Hey guys, it's Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. So I don't know how the lighting is going, but it's just gonna happen. We got the windows, natural lighting. Yeah. So anyway, I got back last night at like 11 o'clock from my first semester of college at Clarkson University, and I thought I would just sit down and film a video just kind of my review of my first semester and also just any advice that I have for anyone who is going to be starting college, either for the spring semester or next year if you're a high school senior looking for colleges and that kind of stuff. And I can talk about Clarkson and let you know how I've been liking it. So without further ado, let's just get on to the video. So first of all, I absolutely love Clarkson University. I love the community I have there. I'm in the honors program, so I am in a pretty tight-knit group of pretty nerdy students that are just absolutely great. We all study together and do puzzles together, which sounds so lame, but it's so much fun. We do so many great things together and it's awesome. And I actually, because I'm in honors, I got to do summer research. So this past summer before my freshman year, I got to go do research on campus and get to know a lot of the students, and I got to live in the fancy apartments that are normally only for juniors and seniors, so that was cool. But for the fall semester and spring semester this year, I am just in a regular dorm, but because I'm in the honors program, it is suite style, so it's like a dorm, bathroom in the middle, and another dorm. So there's 4 girls and we're all sharing one bathroom, which is pretty nice. But yeah, so I absolutely love Clarkson and the honors program. The community as a whole, outside of honors, is great. All the professors are awesome.
Let's see what happens if I touch this now.
And it's just a really great place to learn. I think I'm going to do another video. It is a engineering school and I'm going for environmental science and policy, and there are a lot of guys there, so it's like a 70-30 ratio, but it's actually pretty great. It hasn't really been something that I've noticed that much, and it's not really been an issue. But I'm going to make a whole other video talking about that and talking about not being an engineer at an engineering school and that kind of stuff, so stay tuned for that. Clarkson has been great, and I'm so excited because I finally got to join a Christian fellowship and be in small groups and Bible studies like I really wanted to, because back home the church that I go to is kind of far-ish away, so it was hard to be able to get to youth group events and stuff. But now, because they're on campus or right off campus, it's really easy to get to go to these things, and that's just really exciting. And I just really feel like God did a lot of stuff in my life during this first semester of college, so that's really cool. And I'm going to make a whole other video about that too. So it was a great semester. And I also got to join dance ensemble, which was pretty fun. I got to learn a whole bunch of new styles of dance to kind of just get back into that passion of dancing that I had when I was younger. I'm reading a note sheet, that's why I keep looking down. But yeah, so overall, great first semester. And so now I'm going to get on into the advice portion. So first of all, with the whole roommate thing and having to live with someone else and at home, not with your parents, just make sure that you are super honest and open with your roommate. And when you're making a roommate agreement, just be really clear with what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, and just how you want your dorm life to be. My roommate and I are really good about just talking about things and making sure that each of us are good with what's happening. And I love my roommate. We have a great dorm. It's always clean. We had clutter, but it's always clean, so that's nice. So yeah, that's another thing. Make sure that you are vacuuming and cleaning it and taking out the garbage and stuff, because it can get smelly if you leave food garbage in your room. And make sure that you're actually cleaning things to get rid of germs, because diseases spread really quickly in the dorm. So just make sure that you are keeping tidy. That's one thing, and we do a pretty good job about that. And yeah, it's great. My whole suite, the 4 of us, we are really good, and we are all have good rules with when you can go into the bathroom, and if someone's in the shower, make sure that you knock, and all this stuff. You can just work it out. So just make sure that you talk and that you're very clear with what you're comfortable with, and as long as you're honest about it, we have not had any issues, and it's just fine as long as you talk it out. So just make sure that you communicate. Communication is key. And then for schoolwork, I think I did really well this semester, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But a lot of it was just because it was hard work. And so you just have to make sure that you get into a good groove of homework and studying. like right away when you start your semester. And a lot of advice I've gotten is to make sure that you don't study in your dorm and you go study somewhere else, which like I kind of do a mix of both. But if you go and like find your study spot, find your homework spot like right away in the beginning of the school year, just kind of get into the groove, that'll be good. Like don't like try to like slowly, you know, like ease yourself into getting back into schoolwork. Just be like, I'm here to learn. And what really helped me was thinking about how a lot of people really, really, really want the opportunity to go to university and get a degree, and a lot of people can't, and you are getting to go to college, so like you should really take advantage of that. Make sure that you are staying healthy, so along with cleaning your room and all that stuff, make sure that you have an eating plan for yourself where you know, like, I'm not going to let myself eat a donut for breakfast every day. I'm gonna make sure I'm having cereal, make sure I'm getting protein. Like for me, I'm a vegetarian, so I'm making sure that I'm eating like beans and quinoa and that kind of stuff. And just make sure that you have like kind of a set of like guidelines for yourself so that you are eating healthy. You're like, okay, I'll only get dessert on like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I will only let myself have like a pastry with breakfast on the weekends and like that kind of thing, just to make sure that you have a set plan for yourself so that you don't gain the freshman 15. Which when I walked into my kitchen this morning, my grandmother went, "You look like you lost weight. That's unusual for college students." So, I don't know. But apparently what I did worked. I don't really think I lost any weight, but I don't know. But also make sure that you have a workout plan in place. So like for me, dance ensemble met Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 9 to 10 in the gym. So a lot of times I would go and like do the elliptical or run on the treadmill from 8 until 9 before I went to dance. And then when the weeks I didn't go to dance, I was trying to go to the gym every other day just to get some cardio in. And I also have dumbbells in my dorms where I would just do like arms and I would do ab stuff in my dorm. So kind of just give yourself a workout plan, even if it's not something like major. Just make sure that you are getting some exercise because it'll help keep you happier and it'll help you be more productive with your school. That you have to go time, like make it happen, but just make sure that you are getting to bed because you will get sick if you are not going to bed. And also like for me, I know like in movies and stuff, it's very stereotypical that people are like staying up super late studying. I know my roommate did that and like that worked for her, but for me, what I did was I just started to study a lot during the day because I had like pretty big gaps between my classes on most days. So I would just make sure that I was getting my studying done during the day or like right after class in the afternoon so that I could still go to bed by like the latest 11, because I didn't really like staying up late studying, and that way I had like a good amount of sleep and I was studying like throughout the week instead of all the night before. So I think that helped me a lot by doing better on all of my exams by just like continually studying throughout the day, throughout the week for it. But like just during the week, make sure that you have kind of like a schedule for yourself so that your body can stay healthy. Another thing that I did that was just so good for me that I enjoyed so much was Christian Fellowship, which there are InterVarsity Christian Fellowships on a lot of campuses. The one that's at Clarkson is with Clarkson and SUNY Potsdam because they're in the same town. But you can probably find one on many campuses or any other Christian Fellowship. And it was a great thing to join. So they do like a large group once a week. And then I'm also in 2 small groups which do like Bible studies throughout the week that are just like you meet with a couple. One of the groups is like there's 4 or 5 of us, and one of them there's more like 6 to 10 of us, just depends on how many people show up that week, and we just like read the Bible and talk about it. And it's a really great community where we all just like support each other and like tell each other what's going on in our lives, and just keeps us motivated and just keep us like in a good mood, and you know, we're discussing important things. And then large group is great because we all just get together and like worship and play games, and it's so much fun. And it's just a really great way to kind of escape all of the stress of college and just like remember that like God is real and like he has a plan for all of us. So if you are into that, I would highly recommend joining. And if you're not into that, I would still highly recommend checking it out. Like a lot of small groups do things where they invite people who are not really religious to come and just kind of like learn about it and see what it's like. Like there's one girl in one of my small groups that is agnostic, and she just wants to like learn about it. So I think that's really cool. So you should check that out. And yeah, let me think what other advice I have. Also, make sure that you're just like having time for yourself to do things. You're building in that study schedule. Make sure that you have time to, you know, join dance ensemble or be on the school newspaper or in the orchestra, or just make time for yourself to read or to write or to paint or whatever you enjoy. Just make sure that you are building that time in for yourself so that you can stay creative and just keep yourself in a happy mindset. And just like, yeah. I know a lot of my friends get like super stressed out at school with exams. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. If you have any specific questions about Clarkson or anything like that, definitely comment them down below, and I can make a whole other video about my experience at Clarkson or anything like that, and I'll try to respond to them also down below, but I can film a whole video if I get a lot of comments. Yeah. thanks for watching this video. If you are new here, please subscribe. I'm kind of like revamping my channel, and hopefully I can do a lot of college advice. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.